Hi everyone, it is Eve. Oh my god, I'm in such a weird mood, so just for a really nice walk with my friend today around the uni, and it was enjoyable. And I come home and I'm just like, I'm out of breath because I've walked like 6 miles. I think it's quite 6 miles. Anyway, today is the 15th of March 2021. Someone outside is bringing their bin in, so it's really loud. We're going to look at the morning report by the Arkells. I've heard a lot of good things about Arkells. I've got a friend who really likes them as well. I've never listened to them. I know they're a pop band from Canada. I was about to say Australia, but they're from Canada. They're from Canada, right? I know they're from Canada, and they're meant to be really big in Canada, and they're meant to be quite poppy. That's my whole knowledge. I did think about doing a video on their acoustic album that they came out with last year, but I was like, because I hadn't heard of them, I'm going to go back and listen to their earlier stuff. I went in with no real expectations, apart from that apparently they're good. So I guess I went in with some expectations, but, no real ones. So you know what, the album is quite good. I actually really enjoyed this one. I've already playlisted a bunch of songs onto some of my playlists, so that's a good sign, obviously. It's kind of a poppier album than I would usually listen to. I'm not adverse to pop music and stuff with like synths and things in it. But a lot of it isn't for me, I quite like fast-paced stuff and things that are quite introspective. But this album is quite introspective in its own way. Like, it doesn't have to be like sad and depressing and sort of like, acoustic. It can do it in a more poppy, sort of like upbeat format. The Arkells do that really well. They're upbeat as well as like, but they're also doing it in a way, kind of like in a way that Skinny Lister did actually. But they're not a similar band to Skinny Lister in their sound, but they definitely have that same dynamic when they play. It's a really enjoyable album, as I've said. It's a nice mix of fast and slow songs. Making Do and Hung Up are my favourite songs on this album. And they're not even really like anything I'd listen to usually, as I said, but I really, really am down with them. I would say that like not every song on this album lands for me. Like, I wouldn't say every song, like there's like some really, really good tracks like in the middle of the album, and then some of it is really not very memorable at all. I've listened to this album 4 times because I've listened to it on my walk and sort of as I was going out, so giving it a bit more of a chance than maybe some of the albums from previous days. And I still couldn't sort of tell you every song. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe I would eventually, but yeah. But the songs I do like, I know when they're coming, so that's good. The songs that do land, they're fantastic. They're really, really good. It's really good sort of pop music. Absolutely isn't like meaningless and devoid of integrity, Like this is a decent slice of pop music. Yeah. Also, my other criticism is that it feels a little bit overproduced. I don't think overproduced albums necessarily are a problem, but depending on your style and if you're kind of a pop artist and whatever. But I guess I would have liked to have seen it a bit more stripped back, maybe. And maybe they do that on later albums, I don't know, because I haven't been back to check them. But yeah, the production for this was a little bit weird for me. At times, it just felt a bit inauthentic. But as I said, I thought this was a good album. I would definitely go back and listen to this. And I'll be listening to, a lot of the individual tracks as well. Yeah, I approve. Thank you. Bye.